This is YSM Sports Media. Want to thank you for all your love and support. Really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and click the notification button for all future content. All right, so Liangelo Ball makes his summer league debut for the Charlotte Hornets. 16 points, 16 minutes, 5 for 10 from the field, 5 for 8 from 3. All right, let's forget the numbers. What I noticed, he's slow, but he can shoot. And he can shoot. So number one rule of basketball, if you can shoot, you can play. So for the guys that just wrote him off, be realistic. If he stayed all 4 years, which that's the kind of basketball player he was. If he stayed all 4 years, he would be just coming out now. And he's kind of right on par with his talent level. He can play in this league. He is a corner 3 guy off the bench. He provides 3-point shooting. He provides spacing for the offense. Now, if he can get it to the point where he can develop other parts of his game, defense, maybe an ability to play sometime at the 1, then maybe he'll see more minutes. But he's nothing more than, if he maximizes potential, he's a role player, a solid role player, 15 to 20 minute guy. And, there's going to be some nights where he gets hot, and there's going to be some nights where he's just regular. And that's what he can look forward to. But he has a place in this league. And I think somebody was probably going to be the Charlotte Hornets, because we all know the business of basketball. Lamelo Ball has the leverage, and he definitely could pressure ownership into having Liangelo Ball be the 15th or 14th man on this roster. That's just the reality of it. I want to see the Hornets get creative with him. Double screens, I saw that in this game. Pin downs, flares. I want to see what he can do off the move. If he's not just a standstill shooter, then that opens up a lot of possibilities for Liangelo Ball. And if you pair him with a guy like Lamelo, who, number one, he's comfortable playing with, because obviously that's his brother, but a guy who can pass the ball, he could feed off a Lamelo Ball, or maybe like a LeBron James, guys that find people in transition for threes or just spot up shoot shots, even though the mid-range is dead. But that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, anybody that can find somebody in transition or demand a double team, Liangelo Ball would be perfect for that team. Now, if he plays like he's been playing, then he's guaranteed a roster spot for the 21-22 season. And he's guaranteed some playing time. I stand by this. If you can shoot, you can play. Every team needs 2 to 3 guys that space the floor. Spacing is the most important aspect of offense. Don't let anybody lie to you and tell you otherwise. It's spacing. That's the reason why the Sixers, that's the reason why they'll never win a championship with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. It's because Ben Simmons negatively affects the spacing for Joel Embiid. Big men needs guys that can shoot. Big men don't need everybody in the paint. No, it doesn't work. If you go back to the Lakers when they were in their heyday, they surrounded Shaq with shooters. You had Kobe, obviously, ball handler, creator, but you had Robert Horry, you had Rick Fox, you had Derek Fisher. Those guys that can hit shots. If you go back to the Rockets, 94, 95 Rockets, they surrounded Hakeem with a bunch of dudes that hit shots. Liangelo Ball hit shots. So on a team maybe like the Sixers, like a Brooklyn Nets, like a Phoenix Suns, like a Milwaukee Bucks, all those teams are high in cap, and they need niche players that just fill a role. Liangelo Ball is your guy. And I think the kid's underrated. I think he's underrated. I think he can play and contribute in this league as is right now at 22 years old. And I think he's only going to get better. Yeah, I need to see more. And I'm going to be watching these summer league games very, very closely. I want to see exactly where he's going to be at mentally and condition-wise. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Do you think Liangelo Ball is going to make this team, or do you think he's going to be back in the G League? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. YSM Sports Media. We out.